Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. So in this reading, we're going to be looking at your person's thoughts. Are they thinking about you right now, or are they thinking about you too? So all I need you to do is choose one of these three piles. We have pile 1, and we've got the lovely golden envelopes here, and we have the amethyst point. Envelope 2, we have the clear quartz point. And then envelope 3, the tiger's eye point. So take as long as you need to make your choice. Feel free to pause the video here if you need some time. And once you've made your decision, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And if you'd like to book a personalised reading with me, the link to my website is also below. Okay, so let's get into this. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at whether you're on your person's mind, whether they're thinking about you too. Okay. Oh, 1 second. Okay. So I'm doing the fishbowl because I know you guys like a fishbowl, but I've actually pre-pulled them this time. I just felt like doing that today. So we will look at those in a moment. Let's look at your oracle messages first. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. What do you need to release? Waning moon. It's an interesting combination. Conflict and defeat. Moving on. Memories of love. Okay. I just need a quick sip of my water, 1 sec. Okay. I do feel they are thinking about you. Straight away I'm getting that. Because I'm getting this feeling, a strong feeling, that they want to reconnect with you. Okay, like they miss you if you're not currently with them. And I imagine you're probably not currently with them based on the fact that you're wondering about the answer to this. Because if they were right next to you, then maybe you wouldn't be asking this. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm being presumptuous, but that's my sense, that logically you'd probably not be that close to them right now, but they are wanting a reunion with you, an emotional reunion. Okay, so I do feel this person has feelings for you. Now, for some of you, you may have children together, or a child, or maybe you knew each other as children, or even just in your younger years. There's something about the past coming back. But they're definitely conflicted because there's very strong opposing energies here. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Now the waxing moon phase is the phase where the moon is getting, or appears to be getting, bigger. Okay, before it gets to the full moon stage, it's gaining light, it's building up the momentum to the full moon phase. So it's a great time of things coming into fruition. Okay, of taking action if you want something to grow. It's a great time to do that during the waxing moon phase. Now, then we've got the opposite here, the waning moon. What do you need to release? Which is all about letting go. Letting something go, cutting ties. That waning phase is about release. Okay, so again, the opposite of the waxing where you're wanting growth, this is the opposite of that. So say there was something you wanted to get rid of. You're wanting to get rid of a bad habit. Okay, starting that, a new cycle is a positive time to do during the waning moons. So they both have their place and their purpose. But in terms of your person's thoughts about you, it's not the easiest thing. Now, They may feel like they may need to release something in order to come to you. Maybe they're already in another partnership, or they may have some other either responsibility or something that's holding them back, something they feel like they need to release. And here, the moving on card, the Six of Swords. There's a lot of air energy here with these blue borders. That could be your person is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Doesn't have to be though, but obviously because we're asking about their thoughts. So this may also be why all of the blue is coming through. But yeah, they do feel like mentally they need to move on. Now, they may feel like they also need to move on from you. Okay, that could be another facet to this. So they either feel like they need to let go of something else to come to you, or they need to let go of you, or they need to let go of their thoughts. Because the conflict and defeat card reversed, again, is about releasing, but it is releasing the conflict. So they were suffering in some way when it comes to their thoughts and their thoughts about you. But they seem to have let that go now. They seem to be in a more peaceful place. Maybe because they have made peace with the idea that they want to reconcile with you. Or that they've made peace that they feel like they need to move on from you. I know these are two very, very different feelings, but this is what I'm seeing, okay? It may be that they flip-flop between these two things. Like 1 minute they're all hot, they want to come towards you, they want things to grow, but then the next minute they're cold, they're unsure, they want to shut things out. So yeah, your person is definitely confused. Now let's take a look at these fishbowl messages. Singing, shadow, control, explore, self-care, fix and take control of what you can. Now, interesting that we've got both of these cards say the word control. And I'm feeling, I feel like I need to take a deep breath. Hold on. I don't know whether you're feeling really nervous or I'm picking up on your person feeling really nervous. There's like anxiety, it feels like, you know, when you struggle to breathe, like you're, like you need to keep breathing really deeply. 1 sec, I need a drink of my water again. Maybe they feel like they need to take a breather as well. Like they may feel like they need a little bit of space from your connection at this time. Okay, sorry, I just want to adjust the camera angle. I hate that it's not quite centered. Okay. But this is them, focusing on what they can control, which is a very healthy thing to do, okay? Because if they don't feel like they have control over this connection with you, then they may feel like, okay, I need to sort of compartmentalize this. I need to put you in a box over here because I've got X, Y, and Z to focus on right now. Okay, because I do feel like this person is very focused like on themselves, self-care. Like they feel like they do need to put themselves first at this time and what they feel is right for them. So there's definitely a debate going on in their head as to whether you are going to be the right thing for them, you know, because that in that context as well, it could be they see you as being someone that they want to be with, and that would be a very loving, caring thing to do for themselves, would be to be near you if it makes them feel good, for instance. But again, look, we've got the shadow here, which is like, you know, the shadow part of themselves, the light and dark, the contrast, the polarity. So they're very undecided, okay? They're trying, I feel, to do the right thing. But something about your connection pulls them, okay? Pulls them in or pulls them back. I feel like this is them wanting to explore things with you. Maybe you didn't get to go that deep before, if you did know each other from the past, or maybe even if you were together, maybe things have changed and they want to explore the new connection you have, or the renewed connection you could have. And singing. Now, I don't know if you have a particularly nice singing voice. I mean, depends how self-aware or humble you are, I suppose. Self-aware, whether you feel like you have a strong singing voice, or whether they've heard you sing. If they've heard you sing, they're thinking about you singing. Like they're remembering you singing. Okay, now maybe if it's not specifically about your voice, if you really feel like, no, believe me, I sound like a bag of drowning cats. Like, if you know that for a fact, then it maybe you sent them a song, or maybe, they just think of a song. There's something about a musical connection between you. Now, it may also be that they are singing themselves. Okay, they feel like singing, maybe they're singing your praises as well to other people. Let's see, let's get some tarot messages now. Is your person thinking about you? Is your person thinking about you, group 1? The 5 of Inspiration. Three of Emotions. Oh my God, yeah. 2 of Inspiration, 2 of Wands. Ooh. 5 of Emotions. Now, the 5s have come through. We've got three 5s that have come through. So you may be seeing the number 5 in synchronicity a lot. That could be a significator, a sign that they're thinking about you. Okay, and just at this moment, because numerology does fluctuate, and it's not always going to necessarily mean the exact same thing specifically to you, but it feels like in this sort of time frame, maybe over the last few days, as and when you see the number 5, I feel like that is a significator. They are thinking about you, and I can definitely see that they are. Okay, because there's also the energy of change. Okay, with the number 5. So maybe their thoughts have changed about you recently. Now, with the 3 of Cups, this can represent friendship. So this may be somebody that you are friends with, and that maybe this is something that's deepening, a friendship that's becoming more romantic. Could be. Or it could be that there is a friend, I don't know, maybe you met through mutual friends. But there's something very social. I mean, this could also represent a third-party situation, a love triangle. So if you know, again, you might know that either you or them have another person. But third-party situations aren't always romantic. This can also be friends that interfere, colleagues, work, responsibilities, kids and family. But it feels positive to me. This 3 of Cups feels very positive, like it's celebratory. So they have a lot of positive thoughts about you, but I think this is what's causing them stress or pain, because they feel like they need to fight. They need to fight either against these thoughts, or they're battling with themselves about this a lot. The 2 of Wands is indecisive energy. They are unsure. They're unsure. They keep flip-flopping. Yeah, they're all over the place. So you've definitely done a number on them, group 1. And really recently, like there's something that's changed. Their feelings have changed. Now, for some of you, they may actually be angry, because the 5 of Wands can be anger and conflict outwardly, but it can also be competition and fire, passion. So if you haven't had any kind of disagreement with them, then, it may be that they see you being very desirable, and they're thinking of that, and that they would need to take a lot of strong action to come towards you. But they may also be worried about creating or causing conflict. That could be why this is coming through. That they may feel like if they do come towards you, that it will cause a problem. Either in your circumstance, theirs, or maybe both. But it's like, I feel like their emotions are very connected to you though. And this may have thrown them off, because I feel like their head is trying to steer them away from you. But they keep feeling emotionally and physically pulled towards you. So this person is very, very attracted. Okay, but I feel like on an emotional level, they're also suffering. Like there's, again, a contrast between Three of Emotions, which is fun and celebration, and the Five of Cups, which is heartbreak and pain and loss and sadness. So this is, again, something that's weighing heavily on them right now. Like they may feel like maybe they've already hurt you and they're afraid to hurt you again. Or they themselves are feeling hurt. Okay, very like lost. Or they're worried about causing that hurt to somebody else. Okay, but it's definitely something that's on their mind. I do feel like this person has a kind heart. Okay, deep down, even if they don't show it, this person does care, and I feel like this person doesn't want to cause any trouble for anybody. They really don't. So it's like their head is being like, no, not interested, not focused, but their heart, their emotions, their body is calling to you. So it's not an easy time. They're not dealing with this. Well, they're dealing with this the best way that they can, okay? But they're struggling. You know, I feel like this is their shadow side that's also coming to light to them. Like the dark part of themselves, they feel like is being highlighted at the moment. Again, when it comes into alignment with you in some way. So, wow, you have a very, very powerful impact over this person right now, group number one, you do. And in terms of, are they thinking about you? As we've said, yes, they are thinking about you, but they are trying to not think about you because in some way they feel like something isn't going to work, or maybe the timing isn't right, but their heart is calling to you. It really is, group one. There it is. So I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if it does. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading, because all of your support and your subscriptions really do help my channel to grow. And, you know, I really do appreciate all of you and for all of your comments. I do always read them. I don't always have the energy to respond, but I always appreciate them. So thank you. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number two and the clear quartz. Let's take a look at your person's thoughts. Are they thinking about you? Are they thinking about you too? So I have pre-selected some fishbowl messages. I haven't looked at them either. A couple did flip over, just being transparent with you, but I actually can't remember. Oh, I remember what one of them says, but we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to look at the oracle cards here, and then we will pull some tarot together, okay? So, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Oh, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Wow. Both Pisces cards to come out here. Material and spiritual prosperity. Positive movement forwards in reverse. Oh my God, the heart chakra. Wow, 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 group two. Group two. I mean, we've not got any of the air cards. Okay, the element of air, which really is what we're looking for in terms of thoughts, but this doesn't mean that they're not thinking about you necessarily. I'm going to obviously look at the rest of the cards in a moment, but I get the sense they're feeling more than they're thinking. Okay, they're feeling, because all of these cards are very feeling cards. I mean, especially both the Pisces and the heart chakra. All feeling cards. There's love here. Okay, or the potential for love. Now, it may be that this is what's consuming your person's thoughts. Okay, they could be thinking that they are going to fall in love with you if they're not already. You light up their heart. Okay, you do. So at this time, yeah, in terms of their thoughts, we'll have to see specifically, but I mean, their feelings, they are feeling it. Oh, I also feel very strongly that they're dreaming of you. Daydreaming, night dreaming. And maybe that's again why the thoughts haven't come out so much, because if you're just like always there, like you're always present, like they don't have to like actively start thinking about you, if that makes sense. It's like you just have this presence within them. I don't know if that's making sense. I hope so. it's just, I guess it's something that's not easy to necessarily explain in words, because it's a feeling, because there's a spiritual connection between you. You know, Pisces energy is spiritual, it's psychic, it's emotional and empathic, it's dreamy and imaginative. It can also be delusional. Okay, it can cause great pain and suffering as well. But there's a lot of this heightened sensitivity coming through here. Now, we have meditate and contemplate. Now, obviously, when we meditate, we're not actively thinking about things. That's the purpose of meditation, isn't it? I mean, I used to be a yoga teacher, and I created a lot of meditations, and I would do meditations at the end of every yoga practice. Just a preface, so I can talk about it. But really, you don't have to necessarily actively meditate. This is what I say to people when they struggle with it, or they can't find that time or the will sometimes to do it. But I'm like, you really don't even have to do anything. Just wherever you are, you just close your eyes. You don't even need to close your eyes. Just wherever you are, you just stop. You just stop your thoughts and just listen. Like, focus on everything that's around you. Listen to the sounds you hear. See what's like in your viewpoint right here, right now. Okay, that is all meditation is. It's quieting the mind. And as we do that, that's when thoughts will also crop up, won't they? Certain thoughts will come through, and it's like, I feel like your person has this part of them where they have that stillness, but then in you pop. And it causes them to start contemplating, because that's what contemplating means, doesn't it? Start thinking and wondering whether something could be. They're contemplating a potential future with you, group 2, I feel. Okay. However, the positive movement forwards card reversed is obviously, it doesn't feel like the best thing, because this feels like, there's a negative, either feels like negative movement in some way, or things moving very, very slowly. Now, maybe they feel like they would need to take things very slowly with you because of everything that they're feeling is quite intense. So that could be what that is, that they're feeling in terms of their action. You know, with the red bordered cards, we've got Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it's like they feel like they need to, take their time with you. This isn't something they feel should be rushed. Okay, now it may also be they feel, because if these are new feelings that they're experiencing, there's something for them to wonder. Is this something fleeting? Is it going to pass? Is it going to stand the test of time? Am I still going to feel this way in 6 months, for instance? I feel like this is very much a time of that reflection for your person. Now, I've also got the material and spiritual prosperity card here, which could be signifying the fact that they're focused on money. Okay, they may be very much focused on their money or their career, their future goals and prospects. It could also be about a home situation. They could be moving homes. But it feels like they're having to very much take care of the practical things in their life. Okay, it's like they're having all of these feelings, these rush of emotions, and again, this divine sensitivity. But then, their action is like, okay, can't move towards you right now. I cannot take this action yet. But then I feel like this is them looking upon the horizon and looking at a potential future, and that there could be some real growth for the two of you. But now let's take a look at your fishbowl messages. Sense of humor. That's the one that I remembered. Sense of humor. You're on the right path. Oh, okay. Listen. Embarrassed. Choices. Clean your space. Okay. The clean your space is really speaking to me, because, I don't know, immediately when I read this, it made me connect to the clear quartz, because with this clear energy, it feels like, it's something about an energy clearing or a declutter. Okay, so they may be, doing some kind of declutter in their life, very literally, getting rid of certain clothes or objects, or cleaning their house. They could be they're a very clean and tidy person just as a whole as well. But there's something, here I feel like it runs deeper than that. Like this could be, more of like releasing or clearing. Oh my God, this could be clearing space for you, or like cleaning out a drawer for you in your clothes or something. Yeah, could be. Embarrassed. So yeah, this could be either that they feel embarrassed by, I don't know, maybe the last time that you met, maybe they said something that they regretted, or maybe they fell over or did something silly. Unless this is you, okay, this could be reversed. You could have been the one that did something embarrassing. Maybe you feel embarrassed, and maybe they're thinking about you being embarrassed. But I don't know. I don't tend to feel like, I mean, will you tell me, guys? What do you think? Like, I don't tend to think about other people's embarrassing situations. I think that's just a human nature thing. Like, obviously, maybe in that direct moment, but I'm not sat there thinking about, I don't know, someone falling over and feeling embarrassed, like, or spilling something or whatever it is. Like, after it's occurred, I'm not sat there ruminating about it. But I guess it depends, if you've got a very high level of interest in a particular person, then maybe you would, if you're just reminiscing. So yeah, it could be, but let me know what you think, guys, because I feel like this is more them, like they are the ones maybe ruminating about something that they may feel embarrassed about. But it might be hard for you to pinpoint that, because what we perceive as embarrassing may be very different to what they perceive as being embarrassing. That you may not have even noticed. They may have done something or said something and feel like you'd caught them or something, but then you may be completely oblivious to it, Maybe it's about a joke. Maybe they told a joke and it didn't land. Maybe you didn't laugh, or like there was like dead silence or something, and they feel embarrassed about it. That could be what it is. But I do feel your person does have a strong sense of humor. Okay, even if whatever their joke was fell on deaf ears, like I feel like they're naturally quite a funny person. But yeah, maybe it's like their timing might be off sometimes, because that really, you've got to have that comedic timing, haven't you? So that could be, again, something that they're thinking about. But I also get the sense that they're thinking about your sense of humor, and that maybe this is a way in which you bond or connect. Okay, because I'm seeing lots of laughing. So yeah, I don't know if the last time you saw each other, you were laughing and joking with each other, or I don't know. You just really light them up, this person. Because even to feel embarrassed as well, it may be, because they've got a high level of interest in you. And they may not have felt embarrassed in the same way if it was, say, with somebody else they felt more comfortable with, but because they've got so much stock in you, yeah, that may be why they were feeling embarrassed. Now, the listen card as well. So maybe, yeah, they were listening more than they were talking. Maybe they did talk, but at points it didn't always, again, like I said, land. But yeah, it feels like they were very intense on listening to you the last time you spoke or saw each other or connected in some way. Yeah, they take a lot in, okay? But they may also think that you are a great listener, that you really do listen. Like maybe you remembered something that they told you and that made them feel special, or that, yeah, that you're somebody that really does, focus on the person in front of you and take in, you listen to the things that they tell you. So I feel like they definitely admire that about you as well. And maybe they admire that because they're that very same way as well. We tend to admire, a lot of qualities that we possess, and we can acknowledge them, admire them in others. So yeah, I do feel like there's a nice balance there. I'm just going to pull some tarot now. But obviously we've got another couple cards here too. We've got choices, and you're on the right path. So choices, yeah, they feel like they do have choices, but we'll get into this. Let's see. Your person, are they thinking about you? What are they thinking? The Devil. Use of materials. The Hermit. And the Knight of Inspiration. Okay. So, I actually think this person is obsessed with you. Oh, God, this is a hard one. This is hard. Because, yeah, this person feels, and I feel like this is reciprocal. You may be obsessed with each other, okay? It's like, it's so intense. So intense. One of the most intense readings I've done for a while. Like, and again, it's all feeling. Again, I don't see as much going on thought-wise. There are thoughts, and that's how a lot of feelings will manifest, won't they, as thoughts. But it's like you feel the feelings first and then the thoughts come after. But yeah, this person is feeling a lot. And I do feel like they can't stop thinking about you. It's crazy. Because I know, like I said, it's more feelings coming through, but they manifest into these obsessive thoughts and tendencies. They may even be like social media stalking you or something. They just seem very, very invested in you at this time. And I feel like this is them wanting to, yes, come out of the darkness and step into your light. Like they want to talk to you. The Hermit reverse is coming out of their shell. Okay, and yeah, I feel like they want to get to know you on a deeper level. They want to know more about you. They want to connect with you one-to-one. They're so passionate. The Knight of Wands here, they're so passionate. They have a lot of drive. They find you incredibly attractive. And I think that's one of the things that's really they're struggling with, their level of attraction for you. But I wonder why they feel they need to keep their distance. I mean, maybe you know that. Again, like I said, it could be other responsibilities or work. Could be a third party, but it's not something I'm necessarily seeing here. However, Pisces, all that Pisces energy, that can hide things. Pisces can be quite elusive. So it could be that there is an element of things being hidden in some way. Okay, whether it's hidden from me right now, from reading, or, from you. You may not even realize there's somebody else on the scene potentially. But again, look, the heart chakra, we can't ignore the heart chakra. It's there, it's strong. Their desire for you is powerful. And they do feel in some way that they're on the right path with you. Yeah, like if something about it feels right, even if there's a part of it that feels wrong to them. It's like there's a really strong part of them where it feels like, yeah, this is the right path. Like being connected to you, focused on you, this is the right path for them. But then choices, they're just all over the place. They just can't seem to make up their mind about something here. So yeah, there's definitely an element of confliction. They're not sure whether they can take that action towards you, but they certainly want to. They're thinking about it, they're feeling it. So yeah, this is definitely the most sensitive feeling pile, okay? But yeah, in terms of to conclude, yes, I do feel your person is thinking about you. But this person, like they're thinking about you, that is triggered, it's triggered by their emotion. Okay, they have a lot of strong emotion for you, and then that is causing them to start thinking about you and thinking about you a lot. Oh, I forgot to even mention as well, sorry, before I go, we've got the Muse of Materials here, which is again Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which you could resonate with or they could. But this is a very secure, stable, grounded energy. And I get the sense this is how they're seeing you. Okay, that they're seeing you in a strong, stable position, that you have high self-esteem and high value, and that they see your worth and see your potential as well. They see how valuable you are. And almost because they see how much you value yourself and your time, that makes them appreciate you even more. So yeah, this person really does hold you up high on a pedestal. They do. So there it is, group 2. I really do hope that this resonates with you. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if it does. I would love to know. I always read your guys' comments. I always appreciate you for letting me know so much. So thank you for that. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link is also below for you. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at whether your person is thinking about you, whether they are on your mind, whether you are on their mind also. Okay, so I've got oracle messages for you and some fishbowl messages, which I did pre-select. And we'll look at them live together. And then I will also look at some tarot. So let's look at your oracles first. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Truth in reverse. Passion ignited in reverse. Authority in reverse. Okay. So the signs, the clear signs we have here is Virgo and Libra. So you may resonate with those two signs. That could be you and your person's signs, or it could be theirs more dominantly in some way. In terms of their thoughts, though, there's something they're hiding with the Truth card. There's something they're not being honest with here. Now, maybe this is that they're not being honest with themselves right now. Okay, maybe about how they feel or what they think about you. Or they're not being honest with other people, or they're not being honest with you. You know, they may not be telling you anything. Okay, it does feel like they're keeping themselves to themselves, or keeping a lot of this under wraps. The Authority card reversed. This is about power and control. Now, this could be that they feel out of control. Like their emotion for you, their feelings, or their thoughts, potentially. We'll get more information as we continue moving forwards, but something in connection to their thoughts, in connection to you, makes them feel out of control. Like they don't, or like, and this can cause them to either withdraw from you or cause them to try to possess you or to control you in some way. You know, because a sense of feeling out of control can cause people to then micromanage or over-control, over-strategize everything. Okay, so there's an imbalance here for them where they don't necessarily feel like they've got much control, maybe over your connection. Like they don't feel like either they've got a say, or maybe they feel like their hands are tied, or that they can't do anything. And it's like with this passion ignited that's in reverse, it's like I feel like they've had to push it down in some way. Like I feel like this is them repressing it, because the fact that it's even come through at all just shows that the passion has been there. And I feel the passion is still there, group 3. But I feel like they are very much trying to remain in balance here. Okay, they feel like maybe it got too much, it got too hot, it got too intense, and they had to back off, cool down a little bit. Okay, because this is them really, trying to cool this flame down. And again, you don't need to cool something down if it's not too hot in the first place, right? So the fact that they feel they need to cool this down shows that there has been a lot of heat between you. Now, a time to give rather than take. And then a win-win outcome is forecast. I mean, the Libra card is a relationship card. Now, this could be that they're thinking about, like, if they were to be in a relationship with you, that it could be a win-win situation. But then that doesn't make much sense with all of that the sense of being out of control. And if they think it's a win-win situation or win-win outcome, then why would they feel they need to push down their feelings? So, I don't know. Maybe they're already in another partnership. Could be. But I feel like they want to give to you. They feel like they want to give more to you. If they've not been able to give anything previously, they want to give something. Or they want to give more if they weren't giving very much. Okay, because there's the energy of generosity here. Like, I feel like this person would potentially want to spoil you. I just get this very generous side to them. Now, whether this is through money, like they would love to, lavish you with gifts, or, it could be more their love language is time or acts of service. Like, especially Virgo is very much acts of service sign. So they may be, the person that wants to help you with something, or make you a drink, or, I don't know, just those little nurturing things that really, make someone's day. Everyone's different. Everybody has their different love languages, of course. But it feels like, this person wants to give to this. They want to give to this connection. But again, for some reason, they don't feel like they can. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what these say. Move it or lose it. Worry and doubt. Soulmate. Lonely. Blunt. Today. Okay. Now they may believe that you are their soulmate. Okay. Now they may not term it as that. It depends how spiritual they are. But again, not even that. I'm spiritual, but I don't necessarily like to label things as soulmate connections, especially. But I connect with the energy of it, the feeling of a soulmate, if that makes sense. Like there's a difference between soulmate or a twin flame. The twin flame is much more of a roller coaster, very up and down and dramatic. The soulmate is more of the yin yang, the complementing of, each soul, and there's more peace and harmony with it. Whereas with the twin flame, there's a lot of up and down. It's more of crazy upheaval. It's intense. Okay, but this feels less intense in that way. It feels softer. It feels like a sweet feeling this person has for you. Okay, and again, maybe they just feel like you've got a lot in common. Like maybe you share a lot of similar interests, or your values and your morals align. Okay, as well as feeling very attracted. I mean, that's clear to see. Okay, the attraction, the physical attraction is there. So they definitely, yeah. And something about your hair. I really feel like they think about your hair. And it feels like it's cascading in this way, that they're just imagining, like they're fantasizing about it in some form. But again, it's very, like maybe they're thinking about running their fingers through it, or you flicking it or something. But yeah, like I said, it's very sweet, but there's a contrast there from the sweetness, and then we've got blunt, which is obviously can be quite harsh and to the point. And the move it or lose it is very similar to that as well. Very like cutthroat. It's like you're in or you're out. So this could be the way that they are a little bit. Like they may be like, look, if I'm in with you, I'm giving you everything. I am all in. If I can't be all in, I'm going to be all out. Like I can't just be in a little bit or give you half. I feel like, this person, they maybe in terms of that being the balance with the Libra, they feel like things always need to feel fair for them. They always need to feel like, that there is that energy of reciprocity in a connection. And if they don't feel like they're getting it, they're like, goodbye, out. So they may be worried you don't feel the same way. They may be unsure about that. But it's like for them, if they knew that you weren't interested, they're out. Like they're not going to hang around and wait or try to convince you to like them. Like it's almost like that would be an immediate turn off to them. Now, for some people, it could be a turn on, and it can be like, they're not interested, makes them want to chase more. But not this person. Like, if they don't feel like you are attracted to them, like, they'll lose it for you. Okay? And so, again, this might be where their process is. I feel like they're wandering. They're not quite sure how you feel. And so they don't want to overly invest in this because they're not sure. Okay, so I feel like this person wants to know, like they want to know whether you are into them or not before they go any further or make any moves. Okay, so I don't know whether they need verbal clarity from you, or they need like a strong eye contact and a smile, or a message, or I don't know what this person needs, but they need something. They need to feel like they have more. But you may feel like I've given them every single signal under the sun, or I've already told them what I feel. And that must be frustrating if that is the case, and they're still unsure whether you like them. That could be pointing to some inner insecurities within them, especially if you have told them. Obviously, it's not always great, or it's not always easy, rather, if, we haven't had that verbal clarification, and we can wonder about, body language signals, for instance. But if this person has received that verbal clarification that you like them or you're interested, and they still are unsure, then that's, well, unless you have been acting in two different ways, to play devil's advocate here. If you say you like them, but then you act like you don't like them, then of course that would then sort of cause them to be confused as to whether you like them. But if you know that you like them and you've been making the effort and they're still unsure, then like I said, that could be pointing to some inner insecurities or wounds there. Because they are a bit of a worrier. This person's head is filled constantly with stuff. They are bombarded with thoughts all day, every day. like questions. They're always questioning things. Maybe there's somebody that is quite inquisitive, like when you speak, like maybe they're very like question. Like they like to know, like, and this person wants to get to know you on a deeper level. But again, they're not sure. And yeah, for this person, because they're so all in or all out, yeah, they are prepared to walk away. Even if they do believe it's a soulmate connection, they are prepared to walk away if this isn't reciprocated in some way, okay? Now we've got the lonely card and the today card. So now they may actually be quite lonely, okay, at the moment. They may be spending a lot of time on their own, and maybe that's in part why they're thinking about you a lot, okay? But it could be they feel lonely without you as well. I mean, you can feel lonely in a room full of people. You know, lonely is a feeling, isn't it? It's a feeling inside. And so, yeah, that might be something that they're experiencing here. And this may also be what causes them to run away, because they're afraid. They're afraid to go deeper, to be hurt, to be left. Because even if they might feel lonely now, it's almost like if they feel like they get a taste of you and what it's like to be with you and actually be connected to you regularly, and then if they were to lose that, it's almost like they feel like they wouldn't be able to cope with that lonely feeling again. Like they've got used to it now, but it's like almost for them, they don't want to go from being lonely to not being lonely and then back to it again. But obviously that's life anyway, because eventually, I know it's a morbid thought, but in the end, even if you've met your soulmate, you're with the love of your life, one of you has to pass first. I know it's horrible morbid thought, but it is what it is. Everything comes to an end in the end. And that's why it's so important and key to live in the moment, to live as positively and as happily as we can in the moment, because yeah, everything has a time limit on this earth. Okay, so I just dropped some cards there. Let's see. Oh yes, and today, now it may be, I don't know whether you were going to see them today, maybe you have seen them today, maybe you've spoken today. Okay, but I definitely feel like they're thinking about you today specifically. So this aligns quite well with when you felt drawn to watch this reading, because you may have been picking up empathically that they're thinking about you, telepathically rather. The Sun card, the 10 of Pentacles. Are they thinking of you? Ace of Materials. 5 of Emotions. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this person, they might actually reach out to you today with this Ace of Materials. Okay, because there's an offer coming through here. So yeah, they may reach out to you. They may ask you. They may ask for your help. Okay, now this might be they have a roundabout way of approaching you. Okay, they may approach you about work, okay, or money. Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling. Shush. Yeah, this might be that they have work for you, or they want you to do some work for them, or, you know, it could be something about money. It doesn't have to be about money though specifically, but there's some kind of physical offer coming through here that they're thinking about when it comes to you. Maybe you offered them something and now they're thinking about that. So if you know that you offered them something, then yeah, they're definitely considering that offer. But if you know you haven't offered them anything, then they are considering offering you something. Okay. Now the 5 of Emotions reversed is about a release of pain and a release of heartbreak, a release of loss. So I don't know what that relates to. You know, they may have gone through a loss recently, whether that's a loss of a person passing, or a friendship or relationship breakup, or it feels like they were grieving something or were going through pain and now they're coming out of it. Maybe you helped to bring them out of it, okay? Because the Sun card here is so happy and so joyous, and this person just, they feel really happy when they think about you when things are going well. And again, I feel like this is what kind of throws them here, where they feel like, oh, it's like it feels too good. It's like something that feels too good and I'm too worried that I'm going to lose it. Okay, and yeah, there is a fear there with them. Very fear-based motivation coming through with this person. Now, the Ten of Materials. Now, this might be that they are very focused on their work. Okay, they could be their own boss. They could own their own company. Or they could be a leader of someone else's company, a CEO or something. But it could also be they own their own home. And, you know, this person is very financially well off. I will say that. Okay, or they're very focused on being financially well off. Okay, that is definitely a huge priority for them. Now, it may also be that they have their finances taken care of, but they don't have their person, okay, that makes them happy, that makes them feel good. And I feel like that's what you are for them, group 3. This person really does hold you in really high regard, but they, again, it's because they hold you in such high regard, they're afraid, deep down they're afraid to lose you. But then they may not have this conscious thought, oh, I'm afraid to lose my group 3. This could be manifesting as self-sabotage, okay? Because, for instance, certain people that have like avoidant attachment, they can self-sabotage instead of, you know, and running away from a relationship, then again, getting invested in one and potentially getting hurt, but they don't realize they're doing it, for instance. They will just, again, nitpick or, you know, find ways to only be, you know, drawn to the unavailable or the incompatible, or again, will find flaws where there are none. Okay, but that is their deep protective mechanism kicking in. But it's not always good. It's, you know, they pass up some amazing opportunities as well. So this person has a lot of healing that they need to go through here. They do. But to conclude, they do and are thinking about you. They are. But just be prepared that this person, again, they are very cutthroat, and they would be prepared to cut ties with you if, again, they don't feel it's either reciprocated or it's in some way not going to work. They're going to focus on what they feel they need to do, and they won't have any qualms about being blunt about it. So whether they, again, approach you and they let you know something, you know, they could even be quite straight, quite harsh. Maybe it's not like, this person might have a communication issue, or, you know, they may struggle to just get the right words off their chest. But I don't know, I just feel like this like weirdly blunt message that comes through, like almost like, do you like me? Yes or no? Just like very like straight. I don't think it's going to be like that, but something along those lines. Like, I don't know, like they just need to know, and then they can deal with it and make a plan. Because this is the other thing. This person likes, like I said, to be in control. They like to have a plan. And because they're unsure about you and them right now, they feel like their plan is all screwed up. And they don't know, they can't see things. So they feel like they need a plan. And then they can, you know, whether this is cut ties, move towards you, or lose it, you know. So there it is, group 3. I really do hope that this resonates with you. And please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if it does. Would love to know. And if you would like to book a personalized reading with me, the link is also below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day, group 3. Take good care.